Hello, hello. What's up, guys? You are watching Couch Casuals. I'm your host, Robert Dylan Vasquez, always here with my lovely, sexy, beautiful co-host.
What's up, beautiful Couch Casuals? We're here for UFC 311. Amber is the color of your energy. We're bringing you the first pre-show of 2025. And we have a pretty reasonably stacked card to bring the new year in with.
Sure. Kyle, what a year 2024 was for us. We made some predictions. We made some friends along the way. What do you think about the recap of 2024 in general?
It was a pretty solid year. It went from really good, lull, and ended on a pretty good couple of cards.
Sure, ups and downs.
It'll definitely be remembered for 300. 300 in the Dome. You know, there were some big moments. But hopefully this year, UFC can continue to try to top itself.
They are definitely starting off on a good foot. Let's say
Very
that.
good.
Yeah.
I like this card. We'll talk about it in a minute, but we have two similar co-main and mains, but I think there's a key difference between the two that I will elaborate on later.
Sure. We'll start off with a couple of prelim shout-outs. Johnny Walker was supposed to be on this card. You told me pre-show that he suffered a devastating injury.
A bad, devastating injury. It didn't say what it was, though.
Of course not.
I don't know. But he's out, and the guy he was fighting, Bogdan Guskov, is now fighting somebody named Billy Elikana, according to UFC.com. He doesn't even have a picture on UFC.com, so that should tell you a lot about this fill-in.
Probably got the call at the last second.
Probably did. Probably is well, crazy enough, he's a favorite.
Is he?
Yeah. He's got no fight in the UFC. He's 7-1. He's minus 162 over Bogdan Guskov, who is ranked number 13 in the light heavyweight division.
Wow, top 15?
I'm very curious as to, I've never heard of Billy Elikana. Maybe he's coming over from some other promotion and he's been lighting things up, and I guess we'll see. We'll see Sunday, or not Sunday, but Saturday.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm very curious about Mr. Elikana now.
I'm more curious about Johnny Walker and the ebbs and flows of his career. What's going on with him?
I mean, he was kind of on a nice big flow as of late. You know, he's kind of had a little bit of a late career resurgence.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can get whatever was wrong there fixed.
I hope so. I sure hope so. Another prelim shout out, Payton Talbott. Yeah.
Payton Talbott, probably the biggest favorite on the entire card at minus 1,350.
I mean, all right, cool. You know, we're jumping on this train early. Kyle and I, we are big Payton Talbott fans. Payton Talbott.
He's a CCMMA sponsored fighter.
Rising star.
He's going to wear it on the shorts, you know?
Sure. That would be absolutely insane.
I'd probably fucking nut, honestly.
I mean, you and me both. How we not?
Pretty nuts.
How could we not?
If I saw CCMMA anywhere in the UFC broadcast, even if it was just a speck in the crowd, I'd probably scream.
Well, 100%. Payton, he's an upcoming talent that everyone needs to have their eyes on. Like I said, we're on this train early, and we will not fall off until he falls off. So, because we're casuals like that.
We're casuals, you know. We're here. We ride or die with our boys. Who are all our sponsored fighters? Payton Talbott, Diego Lopez.
Yes, absolutely. Have you heard
Diego
his
Lopez
fight news?
Is our biggest star, probably. He's our biggest prospect we have.
Have you heard his fight news?
I did, and I can't remember it.
Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah.
He's on the up and coming, dude. He's coming up, dude.
Title.
He's coming up, dude.
Diego's gonna knock Spanish boy out, dude.
Wow.
I'm riding with Diego every fight from here on out.
I'm riding with Diego, but
Freaking
that's
Fallout Boy looking dude.
We are riding with our boys.
Later,
we always ride with our boys. Payton Talbott is another boy of ours. We claim him. No one else can have him. He's a CCMMA royalty pick.
CCMMA. Question for you on the last question that I have about the prelims.
Sure.
You know, in the heavyweight fight, we have Yalton Almeida versus Sergey Spivak. If one of those wins, do you think we're getting a John Jones call out on the prelims of UFC 311?
I sure hope not. I sure hope they're more.
It'd be really cringy.
I sure hope they're more responsible with their call outs. I know that in the past you have like the Joaquin Buckley's calling out Conor McGregor. You have like even our main event fighter, Islam Makhachev, calling out like Brock Lesnar. He's wild. Dana, I want to fight Brock Lesnar. It's like, all right, dude, come on. Or like Floyd Mayweather. I think he called out Floyd Mayweather as well. Brother, you need to be responsible with these. Like, you are on the world's biggest MMA platform. You need to have some responsibility and some. So to take it to take it back a little bit, I started my stand-up career when I was 22 years old. And I went to the Comedy Zone in Charlotte, and I had a bit that was not structured. I wanted to fight Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I remember this bit.
No one around me loved me enough to be like, hey, man, stop this. Please, please, God, stop this. I was so deranged at the time, thinking that I could make some noise on social media and have a fight with Justin Bieber. A lot of these people have the same problem. They don't have anybody around them and be like,
stop.
What are you doing?
Don't call this person out. Don't do it.
Hey, we need to at least jump up once or twice in the rankings first. Or if you think you're a big enough name to fight Conor, or you're making these crazy call-outs to John Jones, who do you think you are?
Well, honestly, at this point, I think anyone calling out Conor is just taking the easy road. Like, Conor's not elite competition anymore. So, like, you call Conor out, we know what you're doing. You're just looking for money.
It's easy to tell, and it comes off as desperate.
It means nothing. Yeah, it's like you're at like the other side of the basketball court, just throwing up Hail Mary threes, dude.
Yeah, dude. So
and you're not Steph Curry, so
You're not. It's not going to work like that. Yeah, but if we get a John Jones call out from anybody who's not Tom Aspinall, you have no credit. Oh gosh, it hurts my heart. It really hurts my heart, man.
It's cringe. It's bad. It needs to stop. Anything else you want to say about the prelims or the early prelims? I don't see anybody I really.
Not a thing. Which you always have those sleeper prelims, those sleeper cards.
There's always one. There's always a fight on a card that I have never heard of either fighter, and they tear the house down. So,
quick shout out to Mackenzie Dern, won last weekend after almost a month of UFC dry spell, submitting Amanda Hebas. So shout out to her. It's her 5th submission win in her division, I believe, and her first win in quite a while.
Yeah, Mackenzie Dern went on a little bit of a dry spell, but she was taking on really good competition.
Sure.
The elite of that the division. Hopefully she can push herself above that.
Dat Bodito. Shout out to
She always got that.
Shout out to
Mackenzie Dern.
Let's go to the main card, dude.
Let's rock it. All right. First fight, according to UFC.com, will be Kevin Holland versus Renier de Ridder. Renier de Ridder.
Rene Dupree?
He kind of looks like him.
Renier Dupritter?
De Ridder.
Where does he come from? Does it say?
The Netherlands.
Oh, it's probably some weird pronunciation.
Yeah, he's had one fight in the UFC. I'm not sure I'm familiar with this guy, but he's got a good. He's 18-2.
Is he ranked? What's going on? What?
No, he's not ranked. This is a, and if you want to look at the Las Vegas line, I just completely lost my mind there.
It's
for a
fine.
second.
It's fine.
They're like -112 to -108. So this is apparently a very even fight.
Like a pick'em fight
This is a pick'em fight
with Kevin Holland.
Yeah, man. I think they put a little disrespect on our boy Loudmouth
And
Big Mouth.
some Okie Joe from the Netherlands?
Yeah, dude, what is this? Kevin Holland has fought the best of the best in the UFC and stands toe-to-toe to them every time except for Hamzat.
That was unfair. That was
that one don't count. Going with my boy Big Mouth.
Big Mouth.
Dude, Kevin Holland, I ain't picking no Rene Dupree looking dude against Kevin Holland. I'm probably going to eat those words in a week.
I mean, maybe that he's gonna knock Kevin Holland out.
Yeah, watch this dude come out of nowhere, just knocks Kevin Holland out.
Get out of here, bro.
Not happening, dude.
No, not to our boy Big Mouth, dude.
No.
I will. We love Kevin Holland over here at CCMMA. If you're a casual of any kind and you haven't heard of this cat, Kevin Holland is that dude. So
yeah, he's street justice, dude.
We'll never ever go on record picking against him after just what he's shown. He's shown heart, man. He's got fucking heart, man.
He does, dude. If you don't believe it, watch him fight Stephen Thompson. He breaks his arm in the first round and does not go down.
Whoa. What are you calling on my coach for?
I'm not calling your coach out. I'm just saying, if anything, I'm just saying your boy put it on Kevin Holland and he still didn't go down with a broken freaking arm.
All right, we'll let that slide.
Hey,
we don't stand for no Stephen Thompson hate over here, dude.
There was no hate.
I got Kevin Holland. You got Kevin Holland. What's next, dude?
We got a pretty big lightweight bout with Beneil Dariush versus Money Moicano. 9 and 10 respectively in the lightweight division. Couple of older boys now.
You know who that was supposed to be. You know who Dariush was supposed to be.
Supposed to be that dude.
No. His place. Money Moicano wasn't supposed to fight Beneil.
Who was he supposed to fight in this one?
Patty the Batty, dude. It was supposed to be Money Moicano versus Patty the Batty.
Then why isn't it? Patty too many chicken wings?
Money was... Excuse me?
Yes. Patty too many chicken wings?
Spoiler alert. I think Patty's going to see you at the top, dude.
I'll bring my boy Michael Chandler then.
I think Patty is going to see you at the top.
See me at the top, Ed. Probably not, but we'll see. Maybe one day.
Pertaining to this fight, I mean, Beneil's very good. He's very good. Had a reason to fight Charlie Olives.
Just before his 2-fight losing streak against Sarukian and Charlie Olives, he was like the guy everyone thought was going to be in the next title fight, for months and months and months. And then, he just gets really dominated by Charles. So, I think both of these guys, kind of older,
Sure.
long careers. They're probably making one last big run towards a possible title shot.
Mm-hmm.
I think Money Moicano's got the momentum, the edge. He's been on a tear recently, and I think I'm locking in Moicano.
Agreed.
I mean, I like Beneil too. How can you dislike Beneil? He seems like a good dude.
So nice. Matter of fact, yeah.
Did he ever get his Tesla?
I have no idea.
Remember he called Elon Musk out for not getting him his Tesla? He bought a Tesla and it took months and months and months and it never shipped or something.
That's one of the worst things you could do. It's like you could have just wrote a strongly worded letter to customer service.
Yeah, like just hit him up online and say, hey, I'm Beneil Dariush.
Like
I'm number 5, number 4, like late UFC contender. Where's my damn Tesla?
Speaking of Patty the Batty, I remember him calling out Mark Zuckerberg. He's like, "You little lizard, you
little lizard.
You deactivated my Instagram account." And it's like, what now, dude?
Dude, there's so many weird call outs.
Very, very weird. To answer your question, if you asked, I mean, I gotta lock in money. You gotta bet with the money.
Lock money, dude. Like, he's been on a tear, man, and I want to hear him talk on the mic again because he's always hilarious after a fight.
Have you heard his podcast?
You know, is it good?
No.
No.
I'm not watching that shit.
Fair enough, dude.
We have ours, dude. Why would I watch another MMA podcast?
You don't need any other MMA podcast.
You got the Jackson podcast with Quentin Rampage Jackson. I'm kind of sour towards them, dude.
I bet.
I've bought like 3 or 4 of their chains. No sponsorship? Are you kidding me?
Hook us up, dude. I bought 0, but if you sponsor us, I'll buy one.
You can borrow one of mine, dude. No, when it comes to any other MMA podcast, just a little plug. If you are not watching the Couch Casuals, you must be a commentator. You must be somebody who is knee deep in the game.
You gotta be an expert.
We're here to give you cliff notes.
If you're not an expert, you need to be here. Everyone else, you need to know everything about UFC and MMA to watch anything above us.
Sure.
We're the entry point.
We are gatekeepers of
start here.
Right? I agree.
Jeez, bro.
Money Moicano, I feel like he's got the style, the similar like striking if he wants to, grappling if he wants to, style of a Charlie Olives. I think Beneil might have a better chance with him than Charles Oliveira.
Definitely.
But I mean, come on, what are we doing here? This is the same thing. This is version 2.0 or version B of something he's already established before.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I got Money Moicano.
Money Moicano,
Is he making money? True? Is he? Floyd Mayweather went from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather overnight.
Yeah, when he made millions and billions of dollars.
I want to know, I'm not counting your pockets. How much is he making to call himself Money Moicano?
There's no telling. There is no telling. Let's see what his net worth is according to Google.
Don't do that. Don't do that, dude.
I mean, he's in the millions.
His net,
according to this website.
Net worth, though?
It's $2 million.
Money. More money than I got. Sure, money.
More money than we got together, so.
Let's go. Let's go, bro.
All right, now we're getting to the heavy hitters of the card. We've got.
Hang on, real quick. Heavy hitters or heavy quitters?
We got.
You're talking about Pereira's sons?
Yeah.
You're talking about Alex Pereira's sons?
Look. They're heavy hitters, but when you're comparing against Payton,
Hands of Stone.
Hands of Stone. Dude.
Sure. Yeah.
We've got a couple of his children fighting. Yuri Prohaska.
Yeah.
Versus.
Oh.
Jamal Hill.
Dude. All right. Sure. Yeah.
Jamal Hill is on a historic downfall in public. Probably worse than Gary.
Publicly?
Yeah.
Dude, he had. I remember watching the fight with you where they poured the water on his head. Who was that against? Glover,
yeah.
They poured the water on his head and just blood. It wasn't even his. Just blood seeping from his head.
Yeah, Jamal Hill was like
overnight.
Star rising.
Overnight was like, oh my God, who knew that he would do this to Glover?
Pieced Glover up, dude.
Which in hindsight, all right, cool. We probably should have saw that coming because he is a striker and Glover is more of like kind of like a hybrid.
Yeah. And
then just he got his podcast. I think, you know what did it? You want to know what I think did it? He had a beef with Ariel.
Oh no.
The goat of all this stuff. And he got 10.
What did he do?
Dude, I think he was just calling him out over some stupid shit and was like, no, I'm not coming on your show. You can come on my podcast, though. And we can talk. And he's got a nice 4K camera, his nice setup. And then he's just like, Ariel's like, no. Why would I?
Why would I do that?
What the heck? I got the biggest MMA podcast of all time. And you're talking about, I'm going to come on your show?
We all know the moment in history, the moment in time where Jamal Hill went from being a fairly loved fighter
to bitch made.
And that's when Payton put that hand right on his chin. Knocked him out cold. He's not been the same human being since that moment.
No.
He has been doing the lamest shit imaginable.
Even as low as to show up to the gym and call out like Alex. He walks up to Alex and he's like, "What's up now? We're not online now. What's up now?" Alex chillingly shivers down my fucking spine.
Yeah, like
hands him a pair of gloves, and then Jamal goes, "Oh no, I fight for money, dude. I fight for money. Why even approach him then?"
Yeah, why are you approaching him to act like you're a tough dude? What do you think he was going to do? Back down? Give you a title fight in that moment?
No, we know what happened. There was a low kick and Herb Dean called a pause and then you were like, nah, and then you knocked me out. It's like, okay, you look at the camera, that's exactly what happened, but he acts like he wasn't raring and ready to go again.
Yeah, and also Herb Dean looks at him, he gives him a
sure, yeah.
Quick little let's go, let's fight. Walks in, left hook.
Poor guy. And he had like a similar fall, a la Anthony Smith with Khalil Roundtree, and a la Johnny Walker, I believe, with Jamal Hill.
It was Jamal Hill. Yeah, no, that
Spaz.
I really liked Jamal Hill up to that point. I thought he was he chill dude. He seemed chill.
World beater.
World beater with the gut.
Was like I wasn't knocked out, and it's just like, damn, dude,
bro,
you
just give it up.
You lost, and that's fine. That's fine, but like people lose in life, and he's like, nah.
There's a part of me that wants him to win this fight for the sole fact that I want to hear what he has to say.
How does he beat Jiri?
He's not going to.
Okay.
In my opinion, that's my pick. Is Jiri. I'm picking Jiri Prohaska. I think Jiri gets it done. This is another pick'em. The same exact odds as the Kevin Holland Renier de Ridder fight.
Rene Dupree.
Rene Dupree.
Sure.
And I think it will. This will, like, if we just quit thinking about Jamal Hill's antics recently, this should be a really fun fight.
I hope so. Two guys who sling in the bones, dude.
Yes, could be the fight of the night. Someone's probably going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
If not, it's gonna be a war, I think.
Before I pick, what do you give the winner?
What do you mean?
What do you give the winner? Do you grant him a title shot?
Oh, I see. Yeah. I mean, they're 2-3. In most other circumstances, this fight would be a number one contender fight.
There's no one ahead of them?
Well, there's got to be whoever's number one, I guess, is Ankalaev.
That fight is not happening. Ankalaev is going to have to... He's going to have to, like, Pele kick someone knockout to get a... He's so... I'm yawning at the thought of him even in a title shot right now.
Yeah, he's not the most fun fighter to watch. And here's their top 5 at light heavyweight. Ankalaev was his number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Jiri, Jamal, Jan Blachowicz. Don't see him getting a title fight ever again. Alexander Rakic. Like maybe one day, but Carlos Ulberg is a exciting prospect at 6, but he's not there yet.
Who's he fighting? He's got a fight announced recently.
I don't know. Let's see if it'll give me the deets.
Sure.
It does not here at least.
All I'm saying is
upcoming fight is Jan. He's fighting Jan Blachowicz.
Wow, that's a big step up in competition.
And then Khalil Roundtree, who did the exact opposite of Jamal Hill, put on an absolute freaking show
Deathmatch
against Poatan and took some of the. Roundtree took more shots against Poatan than I think, like, if you combine all of Poatan's fights prior to that fight, like, he took multiple knockout hits.
He ain't no bitch.
He is not no bitch, dude.
He ain't no bitch.
And he made no excuses. He even was just like, dude, Alex hits fucking hard.
It was a big step up in competition, though. I think he was like number 6 or 7.
He was lower ranked than everybody else, but he put on a show.
Definitely deserved to be there.
He was probably the best competition we've seen against Alex since, like, Izzy.
Sure.
So, like, you know, I like Roundtree. I liked him before that fight, but skyrocketed in my opinion.
His stock definitely rose to the occasion that night.
Absolutely.
Ankalaev's not getting it, man. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they have to do. You already have like Umar and Merab going at it. You already have Islam. You already have Bilal. The wrestling is definitely a profound technique in MMA, but it's like you have to have exciting fighters, or your company's gonna tank.
You want exciting fighters, and that is a bit that I will. Well, when I mentioned earlier, I'll talk about it in a second. There's a difference between these two fights, in my opinion. There's the two champions coming up, but we're not there yet. So, Yuri Jamal.
I got Jamal.
You taking Jamal?
Yeah, I have to. We've already agreed on the first two. I have to be a little different.
All right, fine. You know, I don't even blame you there. I think at least I pick him for a reason. I think Jamal could get it done. Part of me, like I said, wants to see him get it done just so I can hear him mouth off on that mic, you know?
He's a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter.
He's a good fighter.
Quit bitching, dude.
Quit bitching.
CCMMA advice. Quit bitching.
We're splitting hairs at Yuri and Jamal. You ready for the co-main?
Please.
Let's move into Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Now, Merab is... There's two styles of dominant wrestling in the UFC.
Sure.
There's the very active, ground and pound, grind you out, that is fun to watch, a la Khabib Nurmagomedov, a la Islam Makhachev.
Sure.
And then you have the crotch sniffing, let me just hold you down and do not much of anything.
Sure.
A la Merab Dvalishvili.
And Umar.
This fight is not. This is going to be. It's either going to be dull, or it's going to be both of their best fights of their career, entertainment wise. Because could you see it where, like, they just don't wrestle at all?
Were you Usman Covington?
Yeah, we just Usman Covington.
No.
You don't see it happening.
No.
That's fair. That's completely fair. I don't hate all wrestling. I don't like the fans that say all wrestling is boring, because it's not true.
Sure.
I think Islam is fun to watch when he wrestles, because he's explosive. He's, like, violent. He's
creative.
Strong. Yeah, he's dominant in that wrestling. He's not just there to hold you. He's trying to finish you.
The leg sweep versus Poirier is like, well, all right, when do we see that?
It's good wrestling is incredibly fun to watch.
Sure. If I wanted to watch two dudes grapple for 25 minutes, I would bring the Diddy oil over to your place.
Yeah, dude, we just slop around and
that's all I'm saying. But that's all I'm saying. If I wanted to watch two dudes, probably if I had to bet money on it. Speaking of betting money, DraftKings.com/CCMMA. Go there for a unknown promo code.
It might be 2 cents off of your first purchase.
Might be $5 or $200 to match your $5. Who knows? Who knows what it does? But
never know.
We'll see. Umar is not explosive. If you could please, while I'm talking, pull up his record and see if there are any KOs, if there are any stoppages. I believe he went to decision against Corey Sandhagen. He's been dropped against the guy that debuted in the UFC. He's not... The Nurmagomedov name in the UFC, in the Bellator PFL arena, that is a feared name. And it is a fight that not a lot of people take. So respect for Merab taking this fight, but you have to know why. You have to know why. Why is nobody taking this fight? Is it because he's going to fucking sniff my dick the whole time?
Yeah, it's probably going to. He's got KOs and subs against some of his earlier fights.
You know, those guys that were like 0-0 and 0-4.
Morozov.
Get out of here, dude.
Barcelos.
If you looked up the combining records of everybody that he's knocked out, I doubt it's positive. I'm not saying do that, but that's what I don't want to be like that. That's what they do.
Yeah, I get it. You know, Merab, has he ever had a?
It was the fight right. It was the fight right before the UFC. He's spinning back fisted some dude.
Apparently, he KO'd Moraes.
Marlon Moraes?
Yeah.
How? Does it say?
I don't know. It says he TKO'd him in round 2 in 2021.
So that was Moraes after he was just...
Yeah, that was his final finish. Or that's his last finish. Then we fought Aldo, Jan, Cejudo, and O'Malley. You know, this is the fight where you probably get up, you get a beer, it's popcorn,
go to the bathroom.
Take a shower.
Yeah, dude.
This is going 25 minutes.
Hands down, 100%.
There's no way this goes less than 25 minutes. I wonder what the over/under for that specific line is. Goes the distance. Well, I will see it Saturday night, I'm sure.
It's definitely favored.
Yeah, it's got to be like plus $1 million or something. You pay $100, you win. You have to pay them another $100.
If it doesn't,
no. I'm saying if it does, you have to pay another. So if you win the bet, you have to pay more money because it's that.
Yeah.
The odds are just that little.
100%. All that being said, all that shit talk being said,
I don't even know who I think I want to pick. Who I think this one I don't.
Go ahead.
It's tough. I don't fucking
Go
know.
ahead, dude. Go ahead.
Who do you got? Who do you got?
I want to say this is a CCMMA first. If I'm wrong, please go back to the prior episodes and correct me if you want to sit through all that footage. I have a draw. I have a boring, drawn out draw.
Oh my god, dude! If you get that right, I think you get 2 points.
Please.
It crossed my mind to say a draw.
Sure.
Because I don't know who's gonna win. But just not to copy you, because if you get it right, it'd be pretty cool.
I appreciate that.
I'll go Umar.
How?
I don't love it.
How?
I don't know. He sniffs his crotch one more time than Rob does.
Hang on. You think Merab gets a takedown on Umar? And you think the opposite? You think Umar gets a takedown on Merab?
Yeah, I think they'll both get takedowns on one another.
Wow.
Even if it's like 1 out of 25 attempts or 2 out of like 30 attempts or some shit like that. I think we'll see. Someone will go down eventually. Someone will win the little chess match of crotch sniffing.
Both of their striking it lacks. So
yeah. Let's look at the bantamweight.
This is the highest level competition possible at 135. Doesn't that sicken you?
It does, and it doesn't sicken me because look, they're fucking good.
At what?
They're good at taking people down and holding them down, and that's it is what it is.
Matt Serra, speaking of the Jackson podcast from earlier, Matt Serra was on the Jackson podcast, and he's like, "Yeah, is it that Sean knew what Merab was gonna do, and then he just couldn't fight him off, or like he was just fucked, or like Merab's gonna Merab, and he." Shut the fuck up. Your fighter is boring. Both of them. Aljo and Merab.
Yeah,
they're boring as fuck.
Matt Serra is what does he train there, or is he just a
He's
member
the
of the
head
team?
coach. Head coach.
Yeah, okay. So he's the head coach for the team that trains Aljo Marab.
It's Matt Serra and Ray
man.
Longo. You're breeding this competitively. Okay, cool. They're winning fights. You're killing the product.
Bantamweight's not doing much as far as entertainment. If we look at the rankings,
This is a fight night. This
going,
is not a pay-per-view.
Well, thankfully they put it as a co-main.
It doesn't need to be on here in general.
I agree.
Give me Payton Talbott. Put this on the fucking main event of the prelims.
Dude, could you imagine?
I can.
I wish it happened.
Championship fight on the prelims.
Your top 5 at bantamweight are Davison Figueiredo.
Sure.
Maybe he gets up there. Corey Sandhagen, probably not sniffing a title fight for a while. Peter Yan, maybe gets back up there. Then you have Umar, and then you have Sean O'Malley, who's going to be out for a while,
At least
believe.
until the spring. He's not fighting Corey Sandhagen. He's not fighting anybody but
No.
the title.
But, like, does he deserve a rematch after? Like, if it's still Marab, does he deserve that rematch? He had absolutely nothing for Marab.
If it's still Marab, no. Well, he hurt him in the 5th round, but
That's true.
I
He
agree.
finally did something in round 5.
it was basically like saying Nate Diaz deserves a rematch against Leon Edwards.
Yeah, it's just like,
He hurt him in the final minute. Imagine if that fight was 6 rounds.
yeah.
Yeah, all right.
You can imagine a lot, but unfortunately, it's just. All right, so we have a draw, and we have Umar.
Sure, yeah.
Let's move on.
Please.
The title fight that I am marginally more excited about, because I do think Islam is a much more dominant and much more entertaining fighter than either of the two mentioned before.
Fighter,
However,
finisher, striker, wrestler, grappler.
He's been in some, potential fight of the year candidates.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Volkanovski, the first one there. So we know he can be entertaining, but we're fighting Arman Sarukian, who is another. Smell that? Smells like crotch.
It smells like punk bitch.
Dude. Yeah, not a big fan of Arman.
Arman, answer my DM, dude.
Dude, answer Robert's DM, brother.
Calling you a punk bitch. I'll never forgive him for having him and all his boys running up on Bobby King Green. Bobby King Green, dude. Shout out to a CCMMA favorite, Bobby King, dude. I gotta get him on here. Hopefully he answers my DM.
You gotta get Bobby King on the podcast. That would be amazing. Maybe we need to start going for unranked fighters. Like sub 25 ranked fighters.
Sure, we'll bring in a couple of views that way, but
maybe like a Bellator.
No, dude. No, dude. Actually, that pertains to my question after this, but we will go ahead and go on with the main event. Fuck Arman Sarukian, punk ass bitch. Couldn't finish Charlie Olive's. Islam did. This is their second fight, I believe, and the first fight was kind of competitive, when Islam wasn't even him yet.
Yeah. Is this Islam's only loss? Wasn't it Arman, or is it someone else?
It was to Pantoja, but it wasn't 125 Pantoja. It was another Pantoja.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people get that confused, and I think even myself included, he got a knockout loss versus a Pantoja, not the 125.
Could you imagine that being the 125 Pantoja?
Knocking Islam out at 155?
That'd be like the wildest thing I've ever heard in my life. Anyway.
Islam won the first one. Islam's gonna win the second one.
Islam wins.
He stood toe-to-toe with the best boxer in the lightweight division. Eventually finished him via leg sweep, choke, I think it was a Darce.
I believe you're right.
Arman has nothing for this cat. He's got nothing for him.
Islam wins any way he wants.
Sure. Yeah, I like that.
Any way he decides to win, this is how it's going to be done. I don't even see it going after 3 rounds.
It might start off a little slow, just so Islam can get a rhythm.
Yeah, round 1 is probably a little slow.
He's not just training at AKA with Javier Mendez I believe is his name, as his head coach. Habib is his head coach.
Habib gets kicked out of planes or Magomedov.
Breaking news.
He recently got kicked off a plane. I've seen the video. I still don't fully know what happened, but
The flight attendant wasn't comfortable enough with his English for him to be in an exit row, which literally, like Michael Chandler tweeted, all of the qualifications is for the person to be able to say yes. And Habib has very decent English.
Yeah, no,
I think it was racial profiling.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit.
Them dirty Dagestanians, dude.
Apparently, dude, they ain't playing around.
Get out of here. Come on. If you don't,
whoever that was.
Get out of here.
Delta, United Airlines, I'm not sure which, but
it was some kind of like Penguin airline or some. He tweeted it. Khabib, he came out and was like, yeah, it was, to be fair, it wasn't this one. It was this one. And so, shout out to all of our favorite people just getting in quarrels.
You know, just constantly getting arguments. So who you got?
Islam, hands down.
Islam.
If we can reconnect at the end, I would like to do that. So I got Islam.
Islam. There's not much else to say on that one.
No, and I hope it's in emphatic fashion. I hope that he brings it home like everybody is banking on him too. If you bet Arman Sarukian, what are you doing? What? You're just throwing, you're pissing away money.
Just throwing it away, dude.
That's all I got. Those are all my thoughts. I want to give more to Merab and Umar. They don't deserve it. I want to give more to Arman. Sure, he put up a fight against Islam the first go round. This is not the same Islam, and I believe it's the same Arman.
That's probably fair.
That's it.
That's it, boys.
UFC 311. Well, some girls watch the show.
Some girls.
Comment, like, subscribe down below if you're a female.
Yeah, just say something. Our demographics are probably like 99.999% male watchers.
Dudes our age, just
Dustin
Poirier.
Dustin Poirier.
Shout out to your boy Jay, dude. A question I had, unless you had anything else to put on UFC 311.
I'm just excited to watch another pay-per-view.
Sure. If you don't want to pay and you want to stream, go to.
We didn't say it.
Just light up.
We're kidding, Dana.
We're kidding, Dana. Come on, you know us.
Dana, please stop.
You know we're gonna pay, dude. You know we're gonna pay.
Dana.
You know the cost of being a UFC fan is like $1,300 a year, dude. You know we're gonna pay. Come on.
Money, dude.
We're gonna pay for every pay-per-view. We're gonna pay for Fight Pass. Dude, come on. We're gonna watch the whole card of a fight night that's headlined by Mackenzie Dern and Amanda Hebus. We're gonna do it.
We're there.
We are hardcore fans.
Hardcore fans.
We're not, dude.
Casual knowledge.
We're couch casuals. Sitting on the sensational sectional, dude.
The sensational sectional. The casual couch. The sloppy sofa.
Sloppy sofa? It only a couple of nights does it get, dude. We had a wild night last pay-per-view.
Yeah, we did.
It got pretty crazy.
It got a little bonkers.
Let me ask you a question that doesn't have to pertain to anything UFC 311, nor does it pertain to UFC in general.
Okay.
What do you think about the GFL?
Oh, that's that new fight league that a lot of the older dudes are coming up with. I don't know, man.
So can I read you some notable names, please?
Please do.
All right, here we go, dude. I'm going to read you some of the notable names. All right. So at heavyweight, you'll recognize Andrei Arlovsky, Junior Dos Santos, Greg Hardy, Frank Mir, Fabricio Verdun.
Frank Mir?
Light heavyweight, we have Alexander Gustafsson, Ovince St. Preux, Thiago Santos.
Oh my god.
Middleweight. Now they did do something where they're having like 180 instead of, and they have like 165 finally. I don't know what they're calling it because I know like featherweight is 135, lightweight is 145. I think they're mixing it up. Middleweight, Phil Hawes, right? The blonde hair black
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hector Lombard, Gegard Mousasi, Luke Rockhold, Vanderlei Silva. They are
Vanderlei Silva? Is he like 60 years old or something?
stop. Welterweight, you have Benson Henderson.
Brother, dude, they got everybody who's been done for years. Why are they
Tyron
doing
Woodley.
this?
Tyron Woodley.
I need you to go to their website and just look at the picture of Tyron Woodley they have as like the main image. MMAGFL.com. Look at it in real time. I just want to hear your reaction.
All right, MMAGFL.com.
Yes. There's a big picture of Tyron Woodley on the cover, and it's absolutely hilarious looking. I don't know why it looks so weird, but it looks so weird. Looks like a frog.
He looks like a frog, dude. Why is he half cut off like that? Does it show?
What's with his mouth?
I think
His face.
I think
What's
that's
going on?
that's after the Robbie Lawler. Why him? Why him? Anyways, hang on. Let me go back.
Oh my God, they're having an event in 10 days?
Yes, dude. Lightweight. We have Kevin Lee.
Kevin Lee.
Where does Kevin Lee fit into all this, dude?
Hey, we're about to find out.
You have Anthony Pettis, Jeremy Stevens, which I thought Jeremy Stevens was with BKFC.
I thought so too.
They're allowing their guys to do whatever. Featherweight, Marlon Moraes. I know we mentioned him earlier.
Oh my God.
If
dude.
you look at the rankings or the signings, rather, Marlon is the only one that I know.
In which division?
That would be the featherweight, which I believe is like 135 in their division.
Yeah, I've never heard of any of these dudes.
And then you have bantamweight, Henan Barrow, the guy that got knocked out by TJ Dillashaw multiple times. Jimmy Rivera, and brother, I believe that's all notable names that any casual would know.
Dude, they have literally just signed people that have been washed up for years. Been retired for years.
Years. What are you doing? I agree. Like,
my God. I wish there was a legitimate competitor to the UFC because competition's good, but like
you saw their only one pissed $20 million on Francis Ngannou and now can't afford to put on fights, events, or pay their fighters. Everybody wants to talk about, oh, Dana White doesn't pay his fighters. At least he gives them fights for them to get paid.
Get paid?
The PFL, dude.
Business than that, dude.
PFL fighters are screaming that they need a fight, that they need to get paid, that they're contractually obligated to this. And PFL Bellator they have no answer. They thought,
my God.
What's up?
They have Husamar Palhares signed.
Paul
You know what
Harris,
this guy's famous for? You know what he's famous for?
Not letting go of knee bars.
Not letting go of any submission when the dude's tapped. He is known for holding on to submissions forever.
Got kicked out of the UFC for winning.
For winning. A dominant fighter would not let go of his... I bet, dude.
Built like a tree trunk, and he has a scar on his chest that he got as a child. The reason it's a scar as bad as it is because they glued it together.
Oh my God.
He's as hardcore gets. You have to be smart enough to let go of submissions. You're tearing a guy's knee apart, dude. You're tearing
I don't think it's a smartest. I don't think he cares. I think he wants to hurt
reckless?
people. I just think he wants to hurt people, man. Like everybody on this looks like they're 40 and over.
They are.
The Grandpa Fight League.
Damn.
That's what we got.
The Grandpa Fight League.
Oven St. Peru, dude. This isn't.
Shout out, dude. OSP, dude.
If their top heavyweight or like the guy they have listed first, Alan Belcher, looks like he's been on roids his entire life.
I don't know where this promotion derives from. I think it's overseas. I'm not sure. The fact that you have Kevin. Oh, that's another thing. Kevin Lee's like, I've heard my promoters talk. I think the Tony Ferguson fight is possible. He's like, that's one I want back. That's one I want. No shit, you want it back. But Tony is
not the same Tony.
It's not the same Tony, dude.
Not even close to the same Tony. Is Tony still signed by the UFC at this
I
moment?
want to say he is, but they're not the most excited on getting him a fight.
I know. I wish the guy would take some like no name.
I think it's crazy. If you bet $10 on him becoming the champ of 2025, I think you win something crazy like $1.1 million.
Dude,
if you bet $10 on Tony Ferg becoming the champ in 2025, I think it's something crazy like 1.1 million.
So ridiculous, dude.
That's all I have. I just wanted to bring that to your attention and see if you heard anything about the GFL.
Dude. I want to know what their first event is.
Where's it at?
I don't even know. I looked up GFL first event and like it come up with some really cringy, creepy looking game called Girls Frontline.
Oh, okay.
So don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
All right, dude. I have nothing else for you, Kyle.
I think we've covered everything.
If there's anything that we missed, comment down below. Like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. It's been a while. The UFC took a hiatus and so did we. This is our pre-show. We will always be back the following week with the post-show, wrapping up, seeing how the event came. I'm excited for 311 as a whole, prelims and all. Shout out to our boy Payton Talbott, looking like Goku from season 1, dude.
Dude, he's about to pop off.
He's about to pop off, dude. So just be ready for that. Anything else, Kyle?
I think that's it.
Thank you for watching
Love you.
CCMMA. We love you, and we're out.
Bye.